I think it's a great chance for you to speak a little bit just on your own, not to wait, for your turn. Okay, so what's new with you?
Okay. Maybe nothing special. I had a regular week. Just maybe I cut my hair and that's all.
Yeah, I see. It's you too.
But
It's just wonderful.
yes, and for me
Yeah.
it's a big problem because I live in Austria, and for me every time it was very difficult to explain what I want, how I want to cut my hair. And
Exactly.
fortunately,
But
yes.
how did you manage to do that?
I usually I explain a lot. Here you should understand that these Austrian guys, if you say them, please cut 5 centimeters, they cut exactly 5 centimeters, no less, no more. Yes, and yes.
But yeah, I think it's great because when you go to the hairdresser in Russia and you say, please, can you cut that little? They usually do like that, and you're, oh my God, where is my hair? I don't have it. Yeah, and I like about Austrian and German people that they are very precise. What you
Yes.
say, they understand it, yes, and they do exactly the same. And I think it's just brilliant, especially in terms of hair. Because I have long hair, and usually it's a very big problem for me when I want to cut these little, and they do it like that, and I'm just, oh my God. Yeah, it's really difficult to have long hair. That's why it can be a kind of problem. Yeah. Okay, tell me please, what about the weekend? How did you spend it?
This weekend I was at home. I cleaned my flat, washed my clothes, did my English homework, spoke with my family via Skype, and that's all.
I see. By the way, how are your classes? How are they going? What are you doing now?
uh, um, Now I have lessons. I take lessons of English native teacher. He is from the UK, and I prepare with him for IELTS test. I'm going
Okay, great.
to pass this test. Yes, and
When are you going to do that?
maybe in the beginning of summer, in June, maybe in July.
Tell me please, why do you need to pass this test? Why do you need it for?
Um, I'm going to move in English-speaking country, and some of them require this test. This test. And in the beginning, my first opinion was it's easy, but then when I start to prepare, I realize that it's very difficult, and I need a lot of time to prepare.
Yeah, I see. And has your teacher passed this test, or it's not necessary for them?
No, for him, I think not, because he is native speaker, and but I like him because he gives me a lot of good web links, and also for useful websites, and also we practice speakings with, and then he explains me my mistakes, and I like him.
Okay, very good. Tell me please, which part of the UK is he from?
Oh, we did not discuss it because every time we start speak about me, and he likes to speak about him.
Okay, I see. Thank you. Pavel, good evening.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm very well. What about you?
Everything is just great. I'm very glad to see you. You are in the kitchen again, right?
Yes, I'm always at the same place.
Okay, I see. So what's new with you? I haven't seen you last time. Where have you been?
Yeah, I don't remember working.
Working. Okay, I
I
see.
think so.
Is everything okay? Are you still going to move to Canada?
Yes, I'm still going, but I'm waiting for the program opening, and I thought it would be the 1st of May, but the program didn't open, and so I sort of disappointed. But I still want to do it. Yeah.
Okay,
You-
great.
And
I
yeah,
see.
I see you
Mhm.
are at the new place. Yeah.
Yeah, I decided to move a little bit because it's not comfortable. And now I'm in the sofa area, you know? So I
Oh,
guess it will be, yeah, really comfortable for me. Okay, thank you. Thank you for being so attentive. Okay, so Dmitry, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Okay, okay, good. So good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Yeah. I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for asking. So what's new?
I'm sorry, I don't have yet headset. I haven't buy it. I haven't bought it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
I
anyway,
you
you
are
are you know I'm sorry for interrupting. You are not the most problematic person. I guess when Konstantin joins us, it will be a kind of problem for us to hear him. I hear you pretty well, and I guess other people do the same.
oh, it's wonderful. So I don't have to buy this thing. Okay.
Yeah, but you know, maybe if you can do that, please buy because it's you know it's a little bit more comfortable, really.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, how is it going? How is the capital of Russia?
Capital is capital. Nothing new.
Okay, I heard that you have a kind of snowy weather. Is it true?
In Moscow.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I don't
No?
see any snow. Maybe in the night there were a bit, but in the morning there is nothing.
I see. So, I'm very glad that everybody is fine and we can just start. As far as you know, today we are going to speak about the USA. Nowadays, we have a kind of complicated relations with this country, but anyway, I'm sure we will have a chance to remember a lot of good facts about this country. So, as usual, I would like to ask each of you your associations with the country, and if you have been there, just tell me the general impression from the country. Tatiana, I guess you will start because as far as I remember, you have been there.
Yes, I have been there twice, and I
Okay.
have visited a lot of American cities. I have been in New York, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, San Francisco, Washington D.C., Niagara Falls, Miami, and Atlanta. And
Lucky you are.
it was yes, it was my two great trips. I was so excited, and I have difficult attitude to this country because there I realized some of my dreams. I did something special, and also I fought in some accidents, and
Hmm.
maybe I scare a little this country.
Can I
but I
ask what kind of accident do you mean?
Uh, because it's very different country. You can stay in a very confident, very maybe rich place, and maybe you just cross the street, and there were a very poor, dangerous criminal district, and you
Hmm.
every time you should be very careful where you where you are and what you're doing.
So,
Yes,
as far as you know, there is such a phrase that the USA is a country of contrasts. Do you
yes,
agree with that? Hmm.
absolutely. Yes.
Okay, okay, I see. Thank you. Pavel, what do you think? What comes to your mind first? The first picture.
First picture.
Hamburger?
Uh, Maybe. I think the first picture I see when I hear about USA is the American flag. It's a really beautiful flag, and the Americans are proud about it very much, and they put their flag whenever they want. And a lot of people here in Russia wear clothes with flag, towels with flag, and so on. So the first association is a flag. And as you said before, hamburger, McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, you know.
Are you a mhm. Come on, come on. No, come on, continue.
Okay. You know, all the modern culture is from the USA. We copy their music, their movies, and everything. So I know that it sounds sort of strange, but I think about culture when I hear about USA.
Mhm. Okay, we will talk about that later. Don't forget your idea. Thank you. Dim, what do you think? What comes to your mind first?
The land between two oceans
Mhm.
and between two mountain chains,
Mhm.
and very diverse climate region.
Mhm.
And the country of megapolises, big cities, high scrapers, yeah,
Skyscrapers, yeah, exactly.
yeah, and maybe Golden Rush, which has had place in 19th century,
Mhm.
and of course superpower.
Mhm.
That's all.
That's all. Okay, I see. Thank you so much. So, as we did last time and the time before, I'm going to give you some areas and I would like you to describe. I hope you read some information or maybe remember from your trips. Tanya, we will start with you. I would like you to tell us about the geographical position of this country.
Um, the United States are located in the North America. It borders with on the north with Canada and on the south with Mexico, and on the east it it borders Atlantic Ocean, and in the west Pacific Ocean.
Tell me please, the cities that you visited, did they have different climate zones, or it was more or less, they were more or less the same?
No, of course, every maybe every state in the United States has a different climate. And maybe some of them it's desert, then you fall in tropics.
Sorry, not dessert, but desert.
Desert.
Dessert is something sweet, yeah.
Maybe some it's in Alaska it's very cold, and in California it's and in the south of California very warm in the winter, and in Florida usually is very wet, wet and hot, and yeah, the different state, different climate.
Tell me please, what city was the hottest? Miami, I guess.
Maybe yes. In my experience, yes.
Okay, I see. Great. Dim, can you tell us about the political system of this country?
This is republic, constitutional republic, and this is a democracy, country with democracy, and they has distribution of power for three branches, as we have in Russia. This is first parliament, which pass law both. And second is executive power. I don't know how to
Yeah, executive.
executive power, yeah. And the president is the chef of this power. And the third power is justice. It's Supreme Court. Yeah. And they have two main political parties, Democrats and Republicans. And each election they win each to other.
Yeah, it's true. Tell me, please, many people believe that the USA is a kind of symbol of democracy. Do you think it really is?
I don't think that it is at all at full sense. They also have some disadvantages, and we saw a few killing of men in the street by police recent months. But it isn't good for democracy. And they also have censorship, and I think they have many other violence of civil rights. So, for example, they strike their citizen, they break their privacy. Phone hearing. I don't know how to.
Yeah. Okay, I see. I understand what you mean. You mean that they do it to every person? They listen to the telephone calls.
I think that they record every communication, every dialogue, but they toughly trace only very important person. And Snowden had revealed this tracing.
Okay. Do you
But I
think
think
that? Do you think
but I
that
think
our
that
conversation now is not recorded?
uh, yeah, I think that our country also recorded it, but we said about is it pure democracy or not? Democracy
Yeah.
in the US is much better, hugely much better than in Russia. In Russia, in fact, we don't have democracy. We have autocracy.
Okay, so we are really close into a very dangerous topic. So let's just stop here for now. Okay, thank you. Pavel, you mentioned some cultural aspects, so I would like you to tell us a few words about the culture of this country. What do you think about that? We can remember traditions, I don't know, any customs and modern culture as well.
Okay, first of all, America is a very young culture. Its history is just about 300 years, and there is no deep culture in this country, so I can call all they have the modern culture. But modern culture in the USA is the strongest culture, and I think they influence all the world, and especially Russia, especially European countries. I think our modern country is a copy of USA culture, because we copy movies, we copy music, and so on.
I'm sorry. Let's just stop here for a second. Why do you think we do that? We can't create our own style.
Our own style was created a long time ago, but I don't know why people feel sort of shy when they play garmoshka, balalaika, dance Russian dances, and so on. Modern Russian people think that's not cool, and it's better to bring something modern, something contemporary. So I think that's the main reason of this trend. Well, and you know, culture always made by a limited number of people.
Mhm.
So these people have some I don't know how to express what I mean. Uh, they are strong people, clever people, and they achieve a lot of things. And America is full of such people because this country gives a lot of opportunities to its citizens, and a lot of scientists, for example, went from USSR to America. A lot of musicians, a lot of filmmakers, and so on. They moved there, and not only from Russia or from USSR, from all over the world. America is a multicultural nation, multicultural country, and sort of it full sort of best people from all over the world. So
Mhm.
they create all trends we have now. They created this video chat. They
Mm.
created
Yeah,
our
yeah, yes,
computers.
you're right, absolutely. We can
Yeah,
call this country a trend setter. You know, there is such a thing, trend setter.
yeah, good expression.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
it. Yes, you're right.
Remember.
You're correct. Okay, I see. You mentioned, I mean, Pavel, you mentioned a very, very interesting fact. You know, there is such an idea in our world as an American dream. You know, this is such a country, people believe that you can have $20 in your pocket, you can come there, and you can realize yourself as you want, and you can become really successful and rich like that. I would like you to tell me, have you ever thought of moving to the USA or maybe just going there for some time? And do you believe that it's that easy to become rich and successful in this country? Tanya, what do you think?
Of course, it's not. It's not. I believe in American dream, but to realize it, you should hard work hard and hard, and uh, uh, yes, it's a country of big opportunities, and many people come there uh, and do it, and maybe we know a lot of examples that this country, a lot of adventures will make people which came there. They cannot do it in their home countries, but yes,
What
there
about
it's
you?
possible.
Yeah. Have you ever thought of moving to the States?
Yes, I consider this country, but uh, for me now it's very important to uh, maybe not a job because um, for me it's important more place to live. For me, it's more important now is climate, nature, and uh, environment. But um, uh, but maybe I'm not sure.
Okay, maybe. But you still believe that it's possible, yeah, to become rich, being from another country and moving to the States, yeah?
Yes, because yes, United States, it's country of, it's a young country, and for example, if compare with Europe and Russia, here is they are very conservative country,
Mm-hmm.
and in Russia and Europe, it's very important uh, uh, your relationships, your family, who knows who knows your
Yeah,
family.
you mean some kind of links, yeah, you know, some kind of acquaintances, yeah. Yeah, I
Yes.
see, I get your point. Thank you. Jim, what about you? Would you like to move to the States? And do you believe in American dream?
Yeah, I would like to move to US. and we talked about last time about it a bit, and I believe in American dream, but maybe not from $20, maybe some more amount of money you should have. But I think that if you have a profession and you are ready to work hard, as Tatiana said, you have many chances to success in this country because it's very this country has a very strong market, and they are very dynamic, and they has huge demand for job, power, job labor. Yeah. And if people can work and ready to grow professionally, he can. I said it already. Yeah, I believe.
You believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, and last time you mentioned Germany, right? You want to move to Germany.
Yeah, I said that to move in USA is more difficult than to move in Europe. That's why.
Okay.
And there is one disadvantage for me. The US is more further.
Further.
Yeah, than Europe, and I would like to have close connection to my country.
Okay. Okay. I see. Thank you, Pavel. Why Canada? Why not the USA? Just the same continent.
Yeah, the same continent, but so very different countries. I consider USA maybe when I will be an old man. I will go to Atlantic Ocean. I will settle somewhere near Cape Cod and will look at the ocean and just relax. So USA is sort of not family country, not family friendly country. I think so. I'm not sure, but it's my opinion, and I think it's unpopular to have a family, and it's bad for career when people have a family in the USA. I have heard that people tend to work a lot in this country, and I just very lazy person. I want to work a lot. I want to move to the country which is near USA and just travel across USA. This is one of my dreams. I want to cross USA by car. I think I will do it.
You will do it. You are a foxy fox. Yes? You want to be real. You want to be very close to the country and be able just to cross the border. What about American dream? Do you think it exists and it actually works?
Well, it's a really difficult question. In my opinion, American dream is a bullshit.
Oh,
Yeah.
you said bullshit.
Yeah.
What word did you say?
Yeah. Is it a bad word?
No, it's just my reaction. I'm so sorry. I'm a very good girl. That's why I have such a reaction. No, it's a joke.
Sorry, I will not. I will not.
Why do you think it's so?
Well, I think that this country expects you will work for it and work hard for it, as other our people said, as Dmitry said before. Yeah, and of course there are some people who went there with $20 and they became famous and rich and so on, but it's just an exception, and it's not a rule. So American dream is just a dream, and it's just a beautiful story.
Okay, just a fairy tale for Russian people to believe, yeah, and to cross the border and to come and to work for the country, maybe. Okay, I see. So my next question is, Tatiana, it will be you. What do you think about American language? I'm sure it's not a surprise for you that American English is a different variant of English, and it's not like it's not only a question of pronunciation. Yeah, they have separated words. Their grammar is really a little bit simpler, yeah, than British one, and very often they try to they try to simplify. You know, when they ask questions, they use only intonation, like not "Do you understand?" They can say "understand," and that's all. Yeah, this is how they live. They like to make phrases really short. So what do you think about that? Do you like it? The pronunciation, I mean, all these words they use? Or you haven't noticed so much about the language?
Yes, maybe I'm not so close to this question, but American pronunciation I like better than British.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And
That's all.
Yes, because I don't hear. My first teacher was American, and the second British, and
so you can compare. Do you feel the difference?
Yes, but unfortunately, maybe I don't have a sound. I don't hear a big difference.
You mean you don't have a good ear? Yeah, you don't have a good ear to hear the difference. Okay. But anyway, I think you can say which pronunciation is easier to understand.
No, of course. For me, it was a very. Can I tell a story? For me, it was very funny that American. I don't listen. For example, rap. It's black music of African Americans. But before I did, I thought that it's just for music, and but then when I went in the USA, I realized that they speak so it's this kind this with this stamp in real life. And, yes, and sometimes we met some guys for African American and spoke with them, and then, for example, when we went in train and a train. Somebody told on a loud voice some information, and so we sit with our sister, and then we look each other, and we understood who is our staff in train.
In the train, that he was Afro-American.
African American, yes, and also for me it was also surprising that in one of our hotels was old woman, old African American, and she also spoke in this kind of speech. Yes, it was.
So you mean that you mean the speech sounded like rap?
Yes, really, like rap.
Okay. And when you came back, could you do the same? Could you say like that?
No, I have a bad eye.
Not eye, ear.
Yeah, and I cannot repeat, unfortunately.
Okay, I see.
But
what do you think? Have you ever had a chance to speak with American people?
Sorry, I have.
Have you ever had a chance to speak with American people?
No, I haven't. I have a chance to speak with British people, but not American. And I think that the difference between their pronunciation isn't very big.
Oh, I can't agree with you. Once I had a story. I was working in a language school, and there was an American guy. He was my colleague, and he invited some of his friends. She was from Liverpool. It's Britain, and we went to the nightclub. And he spoke American English, and she spoke British English, and I was standing between them, translating from English to English, because they couldn't understand each other. Yeah, it was really so. It's a real case from my life. Yeah, and it was, something amazing. Both people spoke English, but they couldn't understand each other, and I was the only one who understood them both. Because, she said, like, not money, but money. She said not but boot, and it was, and she was a very bad girl. All the time she said, "Fuck you." I'm sorry. You understand what I mean? Yeah, and it was really amazing, and I was standing thinking, how? This is like one language, and you people, you don't understand each other. It's really so.
I sometimes listen and look at CNN News, BBC, and CNBC from the US. And I don't see a huge difference in pronunciation.
Okay.
I understand that in the street, some people can speak like in Odessa, speak in Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
But if we say about simplification, I know, yeah, I saw many examples, and I think it's okay. Because there is language for TV, for high-level communication, official communication. There is language for low-level home, street communication, and this language can be simplified. If everybody can understand you, it's okay, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. Why not? It depends on what's your purpose. Yeah, what's the purpose of your communication? What do you want to get? Yes, you're correct. Okay, Pavel, I guess during the preparation for your exam that you have passed successfully, you watched some videos in English. Have you?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, sure. So, did they did they speak British or American English?
You mean, what do you mean by they?
I don't know, somebody from the video, and so maybe somebody from the tape, from the disc.
No, it depends on video, and it depends from where from this video. Depends on where from this video. I have communicated with British people, with American people, and now I listen Canadian radio every day, so I can say these languages are absolutely different. American people tend to tell you more confident and relaxing. They would like to use the best as I do now. They're confident, they speak slowly, they think what they say, and when you communicate to British people, they make this accent is very serious and very important for them. It's it's really funny to communicate with British people. They're sort of they try to impress you. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, I mean they don't try, but it looks like that.
Yes, it really looks like a bird talking with you. I mean, bird with big tail. How to say it in English? Like a chicken with beautiful tail. Yes.
Pavlin will be peacock.
Peacock. Yes. They look like peacocks, and it's very funny.
Yeah.
So.
What about Canadian English?
Canadian English is somewhere between British English and American English. Of course, it closer to American English because American country influenced a lot the Canadian country, and mm, these two countries, it's like Russia and
Ukraine.
yeah, Ukraine.
Mhm.
We're a close country, so our language is very similar, but they are not the same. Canadian
Mhm.
English is a little bit more difficult to me
Mhm.
than American English, maybe because I watch a lot of Hollywood movies and listen to American music, and I think Russian people just adjusted to American English, and that's why it's difficult to hear British or Australian or New Zealand or Canadian English. So that's
Mhm.
my point of view.
Okay, okay, great, thank you. So now I would like us to remember some famous people from this country. Maybe, as you said, it's a kind of collection of the best talents all over the planet. But anyway, now they live in the USA and they represent this country. So I will tell you the category, if I can say so, and you will tell me some example of that. Okay, Etienne, can you remember an actor and an actress quite popular in the USA and all over the world as well?
Maybe Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
But a lot of Hollywood stars are popular all over the world.
Yes, and what about your preferences? Who do you like?
Um, uh, um, Maybe I have already talked about it. I like Nicole Kidman. I
Mhm.
like Meryl Streep. Uh,
And as for gentlemen, as for guys?
I like Al Pacino. I like
I thought, yeah, you know.
Russell Crowe.
Mhm.
Uh,
You see, when you tell the names, it's so interesting. All of them were not born in this country. This is, it's a miracle, yeah. For example, Al Pacino, he was born in Italy, and Russell Crowe, he's from the UK. And as if we speak about, for example, Nicole Kidman, she was born in Australia. But somehow, all of them got together to this country, and now they are bright representatives of it. It's really amazing. It's a kind of magnet, for all the talented people all over the world. Okay, I see, great. Dim, can you remember some names of musicians? There are a lot of them, and American industry of pop music is huge, and everybody wants to be there and to just somehow to get there. So let's remember somebody.
I don't know. I can't.
Oh.
I can.
You don't like American music, American pop music, or maybe rock music?
I don't differentiate it from. I know Western music, and I don't distinguish what from
But
country.
actually, I must tell you that when we say Western music, we mean exactly American music, because this is the huge industry, and all the again. So I will repeat myself. All the talents are there.
I like Scorpions, but I don't think that it
Yeah,
is.
no, they are not from there. Actually, they are from Germany originally, and but anyway, they are famous all over the world. And you see, it's a miracle again. Their native language is German, but they tried to not try. No, they became famous singing in English. Actually, this is what amazes me really. Who else? Do you know such a girl as Britney Spears, for example?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, of course. I
All
know.
of them, Christina Aguilera and Justin Timberlake and Justin Bieber and all these, icons of the pop music nowadays.
Justin Bieber is from Canada.
I know that, but he's extremely popular in the USA. This is, oh, are you a fan of Justin Bieber? Bosh, are
No,
you a
shame
fan
on
of
him.
Justin Bieber? No.
No.
Or maybe yes, you are preparing well to move to Canada and just to yeah. So follow all their icons. Okay, who else?
Madonna, Americans. He's American.
No, actually, she was born in Italy, but yeah, she's an American star.
How much do you know about them?
I know a lot, you can't even imagine that. It's my job to know everything about everybody. I'm just a great fan of music, and for me, many people they say how to say, they don't say really good words about pop music, but I prefer how to say, American pop music, because this is the kind of language I really like. And for me, I prefer to watch films and series and listen to music only in this language, because I love English, and it has been a kind of my dream. I remember when I was 18, I wanted to live my life in English. Unfortunately, I haven't done it yet, but who knows what will be. So that's why, yeah, I know a lot about these things, and this is it. Okay, thank you. Pavel, there will be something different for you. Try to remember some sports people from the country.
Sports people. Uh, when I was when I was much younger, I was a fan of Pete Sampras. Uh, do you know who is it?
Yeah, it sounds familiar. What sport is it?
Yes, I get you. You don't know one person of our conversation from our conversation.
Yeah.
Um,
No,
yeah,
I know, but just remind me.
he's a famous
He's a
tennis player.
tennis player.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And all of guys from our sports school were fans of this player because she was incredible talented person, and his style was sort of brand new for that time. Of course, many people nowadays play like he did, but he was the first with such style, and he's he was my lovely sportsman. And I don't remember the name of the sportsman swims who swims
Mhm.
basketball nowadays. Do you remember what is his name?
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but I know who you are talking about. Guys, do you remember his name? He has got like something like 18 golden medals, yeah? Do you mean him?
Yes, yeah, yeah.
He's a
He's a great swimmer.
he's a huge tall guy, right?
Yes, and scientists looked at his body, and they uh, tell that his body was created for the water. I mean, his proportions, arms, legs, and everything is just for water.
Maybe he's an amphibia.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He is from this
Maybe he
movie.
has, special things here just to breathe underwater.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I know that there are a lot of runners in USA because one of the reasons is that um, there is a very popular kind of sport in the USA. A lot of people run early in the morning before their working day. And the second reason is that they have a lot of immigrants from Kenya, and
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, who was just Africans and became Afro-Americans,
Mhm.
and they tend to run very fast because Kenya is a very dangerous country, and people there have to run faster because if you don't run fast, you could be eaten by other people. Yeah,
It's other people. I thought you would
true.
say animals.
No, other people.
Other
They're very
people.
hungry, yes, and they eat other people.
Okay, okay, I see. Thank you. So my next question, Tanya, it will be for you. What can you tell us about the typical American people? How do they look? How do they live? Because you've been there, and I guess you have some real information.
Um, uh, um, Usually, simple American people, it's a person with if they live in a big city, usually it's a person with um, paper paper glass of coffee in the hand. And he or she run somewhere. In countryside, people are more relaxed, and usually they drive car, and they don't care about their clothes. Clothes, and maybe no makeup for women, and clothes are very simple, just white t-shirt and trousers or shorts, and кроссовки.
Trainers.
And trainers.
But you know, American people call them sneakers.
Sneakers. Thank you. Sneakers on legs. And usually it's American smile. It's also they always smile.
It's a kind of symbol of this nation.
Yes.
But you know, people say that it's a fake smile. Do you agree with that?
Yes, it's just a kind to be polite. It seems nothing. Just.
You mean it means nothing? But tell me, please, what is better, to see a very gray, gloomy face of Russian people, or to see a fake smile of American people?
We are not gloomy.
I like.
You are not, but maybe some people are. Okay.
I like this. I like American smile, because when somebody smile to you, you smile in answer, and you are a good mood, and it's nice. I found it's nice.
But
yes.
you told us that it doesn't mean anything. Is it okay that it's just a smile? It's a kind of mask.
I think yes, and also they usually ask, "Hi, how are you?" It's a standard greeting. Usually you don't need to answer how how are you exactly, and just you can answer yes, I'm fine, and that's all.
Okay. So everything is fine there, and everybody is quite happy, right?
Yes.
Okay, I see. So, Dima, my next question is to you. You know, nowadays we have a kind of tense relations with this country. Do you think it will finish good for both sides? Don't try to dig really deeper. Just be careful, you know, with your words.
Isn't a political question?
It's a political question, but you should be careful, or some guys, you know, can come and grab you.
I think that we have a real threatening situation in our relationship between Russia and the US, because Russia is trying to regain a superpower, and America doesn't want Russia to become a superpower again. And I think that tension will be built up, and I think that people should be very осторожны.
Careful.
Very careful, yeah. Because there is some situation like wall on wall. Everybody rise his stake, and nobody wants to retreat, to make compromise. But there is we need to have a compromise in this situation. And I don't see optimistically in this tension, unfortunately.
So you mean that we shouldn't expect anything good in the nearest future?
Yeah, we not only we as Russia, but we and for people who live in America, we all.
All of
Because,
us.
yeah, all of us. Because, in my opinion, first guilty in this situation is Russia.
Okay. Thank you for being very careful with your words. Okay.
I tried.
So, Pavel, quite a tasty question to you. You know what I'm going to ask about American food. What do they eat? What's your attitude to that? I mean, fast food particularly?
I don't think they eat only fast food, but fast food was born in this country and it was trend of 17 years of the 20th century. I think nowadays they tend to eat a lot of healthy food. I mean, most of American population, and unfortunately, we Russian people consume all this harmful food, and there are a lot of people like me who suffer from overweight here, and I think there are a lot of how to say, not teen but okay people, not slim,
What?
I mean, but just okay.
Thin.
Thin, yeah.
Thin. Худые.
Нормальные, стройные. Just
Slim.
slim.
It will be.
Yeah, slim. I think nowadays America is full of slim people. I don't know why I think so, but sometimes I read blogs with just ordinary people there, and they're almost all of them are slim. So, but
maybe
anyway,
I'm sorry. Maybe it happens because fat people don't write blogs.
Yes, maybe people feel shy to write their blog and to put their photos on them. Maybe they use Photoshop, which was created in the USA. Okay, anyway, about the food. I'm sort of fan of this junk food. I like hamburgers, chickens, and so on. It's amazing, it's tasty. I know it's very harmful, and I try to eat this kind of food not very often, but it's really tasty. And I understand people of 17 years why they were so fat, why they were so unhealthy. Well,
And there is, I'm sorry, there is one more point of concern when we speak about American food. It's GMO products. What do you think of them?
GMO products are cheaper than natural products, and I know that American people who are not rich consume all this stuff, but the middle class and the rich people try to consume only natural healthy food. There are a lot of farms, there are a lot of farms, okay, in the USA, and they try to buy food there. I have heard about Mennonites colonies. Mennonites are the people who follow very old lifestyle, and they hold animals, cows, pigs, and so on, and they produce milk, meat, whatever. Yeah, and they sell it for a great amount of money, but they sell it and people buy it and try to eat all of it. Yeah, so GMO food is for poor people.
Okay, I see. I get the point. Tatiana, tell me please, you have been there, and I would like to ask you, do they really have a kind of, how to say, trend of beauty? I mean, all these smiles, you know, all these artificial breasts, all plastic surgery, it actually, all these trends, they came from the USA. Is it really so that people there are so much obsessed with the beauty, with appearance? Is it true?
I have seen only maybe not so beautiful people, and also they have a bad skin, and also it's I think from bad food. Of course, more middle class and if you have a good income, they try to buy bio products, and they go in gym and think about their health. But poor people really, most of them are fat and and maybe I have seen more unbeautiful people in the USA than beautiful. And also, I thought that
sorry. How to say некрасивый?
ugly.
Ugly. Yeah. But I think it's quite a strong word. You know, when you are ugly, yeah, it's really not beautiful, not good-looking people. Yeah.
Not good-looking people. Yes.
And tell me, please, you know, I have so many friends who have been there and who stayed to live there, and some people who came back after one summer, they came back plus 10 kilograms. And the girls told me that even if you eat apples, you become fat somehow. Is it true?
Maybe because it's there in supermarkets. Packaging are huge, and also, for example, you cannot buy just one muffin. Also only to 12 at least, and also milk. It's not a small packung. It's 2 liters, and for us it also one of the problems that a very big portions. And yes, food in fast food is very cheap. And for example, McDonald's, there, if you can go in McDonald's only maybe on highway, because in city center, if it's if you see a lot of homeless and dirty people, it means that somewhere in the area a McDonald's, because they sit on pavement and somebody gives them a box, and so one box is cheeseburger, and they went in McDonald's and can to eat. And yes, maybe also I was disappointed that I thought that I meet a beautiful people in Miami, but
no,
no, unfortunately. Usually common people, not so. They are very simple, and I cannot say that.
You can't say that they are crazy about beauty, right?
Yes, of course. Maybe only in Russia, every young woman, if she goes shopping or maybe in the street, they should look fantastic. But in America, everyone looks very simple.
Okay, I see. So, my dear friends, my last question to all of you will be like that. Dima, you will be the first. Just imagine you are traveling to the USA and tell me what kind of problems you might have there. What do you think? Maybe you will miss something. Just imagine that you will have a 3-month trip around the USA.
Maybe I can break rules of road traffic because I don't know exact the rules, and I like drive quickly. Maybe.
What else? Do you think you will miss Russian food? Maybe borscht?
Maybe.
What
But
else?
we will have an opportunity to cook for ourselves. It won't be a problem.
Yeah,
But
I see.
of course, it will be a problem.
Do you think you will have problems with the language, with the understanding and with speaking?
In my current state of speaking language fluency, I think I will have some troubles. But I don't think that it's really trouble. I think it's little moments, and maybe there could be a problem with pronunciation. What you said just minutes ago. Maybe, but I can ask and re-ask, and it's no problem.
But you know, there are so many people there. I mean, it's a kind of mixture of all different nations, and not everybody speaks English perfectly. So I think you will be just right there. I don't think you will have any troubles. Okay. Yes, thank you. Pavel, what do you think? Will you have any troubles traveling to the States?
Yes, if we're talking about working in the city center of New York, for example, I probably can meet some friendly group of Afro-Americans. And, they will ask me something about the rap, and I will answer them wrong.
Are you going to read some rap?
No, that's why I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
Or maybe you will meet some Kenyan friends, and they would like to eat you, right?
Yes, and you know they run faster than me, and it's a big problem. For me.
Exactly. You should train harder, I think.
Yes, I will. Okay, I will
What
do
else?
it. Of course, I think most of travels can be with language, because my language is not very fluent and I don't know how people will understand me. No, it's not a trouble, but how I will understand them, that's a trouble. And
I think you just need to start. You know, once you are in the nature, I mean, American nature and environment, everything will go smoothly. Suddenly you will open your mouth and words will just come and you will speak like a miracle, you know?
now I read a lot of blogs of people who moved to another English-speaking country, and these people thought the same. But now they tell me that that's not true, and language require a lot of efforts, and they feel shy to speak this language after so a lot of time that they are there. So language is
No,
not a problem.
don't listen to them. No, just go and speak. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we shouldn't be shy. That's why we are here, spending 1 hour per week trying to not to be shy, you know, trying to express ourselves. Right?
Yeah. Right.
Oh,
Thank you for
okay.
it.
Yeah, you're welcome as usual. Tan,
And
you have been there. Did you have any troubles? Just tell us and we will
Yes.
conclude somehow.
So at first, don't go in McDonald's in the big cities. Uh, Also, don't use public transport.
Why?
Immediately, it's better to rent a car in airport because they don't have a good public transport system, and usually it's very difficult to find a connection. And also, again, only poor people in America use public transport. And for example, I had one situation when I didn't know about it, and I said I got on in bus, and I was me and my sister, we were the only white young
Oh.
girls in in bus full of black people.
Oh my
And
God.
it was in the evening, very late, and it was maybe one of the most my dangerous experience in my life. And then we came somewhere and rent a car because it, it's no doubt. And what else? And also read about places where you want to go, because some of them also in, for example, in New York, on Manhattan, it's everything is okay. A lot of tourists, it's fun. But if you, for example, also like want to go, don't go in some district like Bronx or. Also, if you want to go to Brighton Beach, you should go by subway, and it takes about 40 minutes, but it also will be a kind of adventure because it's very dangerous, I think. Yes.
Okay, so
But
your advice is to be careful.
yes, to be
Really.
careful. Yes. And also about language, there are a lot of people, and everywhere you find Russian speakers people,
Oh,
and
okay.
so there are a lot of there.
Yeah, there are a lot of people there, and they live there. They stay there for some time, and yeah, we can meet
Yeah,
any friends there.
yeah.
Yeah,
And just
that's it.
communicate, and everyone gives you a lot of very useful advices.
Yeah, sure. They're quite friendly, I would say, and with this smile, it just works brilliantly. So, thank you very much. Thank you for sharing your great experience, and I guess, gentlemen, you will have some basis for thinking it over. Maybe one day we will see you in the street of New York, somewhere on the Fifth Avenue or somewhere else. So, as usual, it was a great pleasure for me to be with you, and I wish you a very nice evening, and I will be extremely happy to see you next week.
Thank you.
You are welcome. See you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.